This is the brief on the 2026 World Cup third-place playoff between France and England. Look, both these European heavyweights are reeling from semi-final heartbreak, but with historic milestones and the top individual prize on the line in Miami, this setup is definitely way more than just a consolation prize. First, the psychological stakes are absolutely massive. France wants a historic 7th World Cup podium finish to properly send off manager Didier Deschamps in his 187th and final match. Meanwhile, England is desperate to win a third-place game for the very first time, having fallen short in 1990 and 2018. You kind of have to wonder, does playing for bronze feel like fighting for a genuine badge of honor or just settling for the title of best of the losers? Second, there's the physical toll. Both squads face serious defensive crises that could blow this game wide open. France lost center-back William Saliba to injury, while England is missing key anchors like Jarell Quansah and Jordan Henderson. It's literally like a heavyweight boxing match where both fighters are already limping before the bell even rings. Finally, these weakened defenses set the perfect stage for the Golden Boot, the award for the tournament's top scorer. France's Kylian Mbappé has 8 goals and needs just 1 to tie Lionel Messi, while England's Harry Kane sits on 6. Will Mbappé ruthlessly exploit a depleted English backline to snatch the scoring crown before Messi even plays the final? So while nobody dreams of playing for bronze, the combination of battered defenses and a fierce scoring race makes this clash a surprisingly unmissable shootout.
Welcome to today's deep dive. We've got a whole stack of match previews, stats, and historical data to look through today, and our mission is to extract the hidden stakes of Saturday's France-England bronze medal match in Miami.
Right, because on the surface, it's a tough sell for the players.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, in almost any other tournament, being the first loser means you just pack your bags and go home. But the World Cup makes you stay and play one more match.
Yeah, which is brutal when your championship dreams were literally just crushed.
Exactly. Both of these squads are completely devastated after those heartbreaking semifinal losses to Spain and Argentina. So for you listening, we're trying to figure out, can these guys genuinely muster the energy to care about a bronze medal?
Well, if you look at the underlying data and really the psychology of the players, the motivation doesn't just disappear. It shifts forms.
Shifts forms how?
So the collective pursuit of the trophy is off the table, right? So it just becomes this ruthless hunt for individual immortality.
Oh, I see. So it's kind of like an all-star game, but played by guys who are, angry.
Yeah, angry and wanting to prove something.
Right. The rigid defensive structures disappear, and it just becomes a chaotic shootout for personal stats.
Yeah.
Like a high-speed drag race. So in a consolation game like this, are they playing for the crest on the front or the name on the back?
In this specific fixture, the name on the back is pulling a lot of weight. I mean, just look at the Golden Boot race.
Oh, right. The top scorer.
Exactly. Kylian Mbappé is sitting on 8 goals for the tournament, and he's trailing Lionel Messi by exactly 1.
Wow, just 1.
Yeah. And since Messi plays Sunday, this match is Mbappe's final chance to just, apply maximum pressure and take the lead before Messi even takes the pitch.
And Harry Kane is right there in the mix, too, with 6 goals, right? He's chasing his own personal milestones for England.
It's a massive individual driver, for sure. But there is also a very specific emotional anchor for France here. Saturday is actually Didier Deschamps' 187th and final match managing the French national team.
Wait, 187 matches? That's insane.
It's a monumental era. He's stepping down, and his squad is going to want to send him off with a historic 7th World Cup medal for the nation.
Okay, sure. Sending off a legendary manager is a great narrative, but actually getting that medal means navigating some severely depleted rosters.
Oh, absolutely. Both teams are practically limping into Miami.
Right, because France just generated a record low 0.31 expected goals against Spain, meaning based on the quality and location of their shots, they weren't even mathematically expected to score half a goal in that semifinal.
Which is wild for a team with that much talent.
Yeah, and on top of that offensive struggle, they lost their star defender William Saliba to a back injury.
But England's defense is equally decimated. Jarell Quansah serving a suspension. Jordan Henderson is out with a broken wrist.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, and Declan Rice is a major fitness concern. And when a team loses a player like Rice, they lose their entire defensive pivot. It just it changes the entire geometry of the midfield.
Which means France's Michael Olise, who currently leads the tournament with 5 assists, by the way, he won't just be hunting for tight gaps.
Oh, Not at all.
Without Rice clogging up the center, Olise will essentially have a free runway down the middle of the pitch to just feed Mbappe all day.
And Olise exploiting those defensive gaps isn't just a tactical nightmare for England. It actually feeds into a broader historical narrative, too.
How so?
Well, the consensus in the data is that France thrives when the pressure is off in these specific moments. They are 2-0 all-time in bronze matches, winning in 1958 and 1986.
Right.
Meanwhile, England has never won one. They're 0-2 with losses in 1990 and 2018.
Okay, I have to push back on that a little bit. Everyone points to France dominating these bronze matches in 58 and 86. But come on, England actually leads the all-time head-to-head 17 wins to 10.
That's true, they do.
They even beat France 3-1 at the 1982 World Cup.
So, does a bronze match from 40 years ago really hold more psychological weight than England historically, just, having France's number? Well, I mean, athletes process history a lot differently than fans do. History from 40 years ago doesn't leave the same psychological scar as recent trauma.
Because they weren't even born yet.
Exactly. For these specific players on the pitch, the only history that truly stings is France's 2-1 victory over England in the 2022 quarterfinal. That was a really bitter elimination for this current English core, and it's that specific memory that will drive their intensity on Saturday.
That makes a lot of sense. So for everyone listening, when you're watching this collision of wounded giants on Saturday, don't look for a tight tactical masterclass.
Definitely not.
Watch it for the chaos. Watch Mbappe trying to outscore Messi in real time against an English defense that's basically held together by tape, all while Deschamps takes his final bow.
It really takes a match that feels like a punishing obligation and turns it into this blockbuster showcase of raw talent.
Which leaves you with a final thought to mull over before Saturday. If the primary motivation for this match is players exhausting themselves for personal statistical accolades rather than a team championship, is the World Cup third-place playoff actually a glorious showcase of individual brilliance? Or is it just an archaic fixture that should be permanently retired?
If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please consider subscribing to Decision 45. Your support means the world to us and helps us keep creating high-quality content just like this. Don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe so you never miss an update.